If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, but let's get right to it. So my buddy Stu sent me a link and he said, you've got to check out this Batman Dying is Easy. And I remember when these guys, I watched it and I remember when these guys, I think I've even subscribed to their channel in the past because they've been doing some other work. And I have to say, this was really done well. The production value, I mean, the set designing, the set dressing, I mean, all of it. Like, I don't even think that's a location. I think that's an actual set in some of these scenes. It looks fantastic. I mean, obviously, you know, they did some really great CGI work in the beginning of this. This is just fantastic. For a fan film, it was really good. I enjoyed it. The fight scene in the beginning, when Batman's beating up everybody here. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, this right here, just as good as anything in Batman vs Superman with Ben Affleck. I mean, the pacing, the editing, the cutting, yeah. I mean, the arm spins and the punching in the face, and I mean, all that reminded me of the warehouse scene in Batman vs Superman. The attention to detail. You know, Mad Hatter, you know, the costumes, Michael Madsen in this thing. That's pretty cool. And I saw Casper Van Dien earlier. It was in a shot where he was being Commissioner Gordon. And this just is great. You know, I'm assuming, I'd love to see the behind the scenes on this, but I'm assuming Michael Madsen's just standing in front of a green screen and everything's been imposed. I don't think they even built the set. I mean, everything looks CGI, but the amount of work that goes into like making sure the lighting on Michael Madsen's face matches the lighting coming from the sky and the direction of there's no joke. Like, that's some serious cinematography. In order to match what's going on in the background. I felt like Michael Madsen did a great job. And then when I was looking at Doctor Strange or whatever the guy is from Arkham, I kept going, where have I seen that guy before? And he was on American Idol. Chris Daughtry, I think, is who that is. I thought that was awesome. He must be a fan of See, a lot of these guys probably were fans, or I think maybe they met people at conventions, because as you scroll through here and you see the different people, I mean, look, there you go. You know, that's Doug. He's always doing the creature stuff, and the creature outfits, always at cons. I mean, if it feels like they pulled a lot of people out of conventions that they got to know and they talked and maybe they showed them some footage. He did a great job, I thought, as the Joker. I mean, you know, I loved how Batman was actually, he had action, but he still was a detective where, you know, oh, we got the baton with the, you know, I knew I could trace it and saw your fingerprints on it, and how he faked the blood work that he had melanoma so that he would think he was dying of cancer and all this kind of stuff. And how they killed Barbara Gordon, all this. I mean, everything in this was just on point. And hats off to everyone, the effects company that made the bat suit, the special effects makeup in general, you know, all this on the guy playing the Joker. And I think he wrote this thing too, from what I understand. He just looks fantastic. His voice delivery was great. This little bit right here where he was just laughing to himself reminded me, of course, of like Jared Leto's version of the Joker. But in all honesty, like this felt very right out of the comic books. So, I'd hate to pigeonhole this actor and say, oh, well, it was like this or like that. I don't think that was the case. I think he kind of made this his own version. We could sit all day and go, oh, well, he sounded like Mark Hamill. His deliveries, remind you of the cartoon bats and all the stuff that he says. But it's almost like he took a little piece of every performance that's ever been made, but honestly twisted it, mixed it up in a blender, and put out his own version, which I think is great. And I think it can stand alone on its own as a Joker, character. And I would have no problem seeing. I mean, obviously they can't make any money off this. These types of fan films, especially with everybody that was in the cast. I mean, oh yeah, Chris Daughtry, Hugo Strange, yeah, Reeves effects, dude. God, you guys killed it on the Batsuit. Looked fantastic. There's your co-producers right there. Yeah, we'll go through here. Yep. I mean, Michael Madsen as Bullock. Yeah, Doug Jones as the Riddler. I mean, pulling him out was great. These guys are actually, you can tell they're fans of Batman, and how cool would it be to be in a Batman thing? Yeah, Casper Van Dien as Commissioner Gordon. It's really good. They had some great people involved in this. And I have to say the CGI work, especially in the Batcave in the beginning, dude, this was hot. That's hot. And I like it's his own spin on the car. And the blending when he walks up here, it's just with the visual effects, all this is just fantastic. I mean, it's a shame that these guys can't make money off this, because they put their heart and soul into this thing. I mean, I would say easily, unless they called in a lot of favors, they spent 80 grand on this thing. Easy 80 grand. There's Casper Van Dien as Commissioner Gordon. And once again, like boom, boom. I mean, and they're classic Batman stuff we've seen before, when they do these fights. Classic type of hitting and spinning and boom, boom, and then hits him in the. I mean, where have we seen that before? We have, but this is really good. It's a tight space too. If it was a set, then they could move walls in order to get these camera shots, which are great. I mean, I wonder. It's got to be a set. They had to have built this. But all the set dressing, look at the detail, the coat rack, the picture frames, the wallpaper, everything's dingy. You got a classic, looks like a classic radio on top. Like they really made this feel like this is right out of the comic books. You got a fan in the background over here. All of this just feels lived in. I mean, even having a coat on the coat rack, a jacket. I mean, they spared no expense doing this set dressing. I just got to hand it to them. It's really good set dressing. And that suit is just, that's nice. Yeah. I feel like these might have been separate elements. Who knows if the actors were even in the same room. I don't think so. I almost feel like they shot these guys separate and then just composited them in, but still, fantastic work. Hats off. Batman dying is easy. I thought the story was pretty good. Well written. The dialogue flowed. I liked when Batman went through his little diatribe about how he picked up on everything, and he knew the Joker, would take the bait and all that kind of stuff. Just really good. Awesome guys. Awesome work. Wait a minute. Look at that. Yeah, Poison Ivy was in it. Yep, Harley Quinn. That was a cute little scene. I like all the stuff where he walked through the hallway. I almost felt like they didn't have to. Like, I could have lived without this. The Croc character being in this, but I get they're like, showing that Batman put all these people away at Arkham, and as he walked down the hall, very neat. I like the CGI eye flap there with the with Croc. You see, he'll blink. Good CGI. Because if that was a practical effect, I'd be shocked. But it looked really good. Even the headbutt breaking the glass, steam coming out of his mouth. I mean, it was just nice to see Batman go through all these characters when he went down the hallway. Was it a little overkill? I don't know. I mean, if you're a fan of Batman and the subject matter, I mean, look at this old TV. This is great. Absolutely fantastic set dressing. I mean, this feels like it's in the Batman world. Yep. Yep. Very good stuff. What did you guys think? Have you seen Batman Dying is Easy? It's got 2.5 million views. It came out March 10th. Bat in the Sun is the page. I'll subscribe to them. I wonder how much they spent. What did they raise on their Indiegogo? $75,693. What did I say? They easily spent 80 grand on this. Yeah. I mean, you can see this is 80 grand. And I remember when this Indiegogo started, and I had been following this, and I think the lead actor playing Batman had some sort of heart surgery or something, and the whole project got put on hold. But absolutely fantastic. Yeah, easily 80 grand. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. And the fact that he could do this with his face, and there was no special effect makeup, is even better. And he's a great Bruce Wayne too. We need more of that. And they've done other fan films too. I've seen them. But yeah, 75,000. But I guarantee they spent more than 75,000 now. I said 80. But if they raised 75 grand, I guarantee they probably went over that and went out of pocket in their own pockets. Yeah, I'm proud of these guys. They deserve all the accolades they're getting. They're going to get a thumbs up from me. I subscribed, and I look forward. I'm going to go through all their videos and check everything out. And yeah. Yeah, I remember some of these verses. I've seen some of these things before in the past that they've done these things. What was the one that I saw? Yeah, I'm going to check all these out. These look great. Boba Fett versus Star-Lord. Ugh, Star-Lord would die. Yeah, I'm going to check all these out. These guys must have a blast. And I hope they're making money off their YouTube channel, off the hits. Good stuff. What did you guys think? Did you like Batman Dying is Easy? Let's talk about it in the comment section, and we'll see you on the next one.